Welcome back once again to the one and only MICPT.com podcast with the one and only owner of the international iconic Made in Compton store, Bone. How are you today?
I'm good and yourself.
Good, absolutely. It's an exciting time, literally too. The time is going to change, and we're embarking upon all of our major presidential elections. And this one has just been, very interesting as well. And before we see, for the audience, we have our next podcast. Well, we'll do another podcast, but before the next weekend, we'll know about all the ballots being in and so forth. So it's a really interesting time, as well as the fact that we just have one holiday and people are already making plans for the upcoming holiday, Thanksgiving, which we know every day is a day of gratitude, and we want to uplift and share such great information and to edify people and make them feel loved and help them to feel more loved. Absolutely. So, yeah, absolutely. How about you?
Well, this is my first time. I'm a vote this year. My first time in my life voting because I feel like, it's major urgency. I feel like, we got a white supremacist that's trying to set us back 50 years. So we need to get out there in numbers and vote, for Kamala. So I'm going to
Wow.
go put my ballot in. I'm going to practice what I'm preaching because I feel
Gotcha.
like it's for the kids and everything. If we can starve this dude off this election, maybe he'd give up. You know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
he'd find him something else to do with himself.
That part. Man, that's so interesting. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Like people talk about how that's the power of voting and, putting your information out there. And there's a legislative branch that's for the people. And, sometimes, unfortunately, we don't band together so we can actually, make a difference and utilize that branch of government. But hopefully this time it shall pass. It shall work. Amen. And then with that in mind, did you want to share something else before you share about this business pertaining to the store?
Yeah. I had a little information in my book about, what he's planning on doing, the Project 2025. So,
Right.
pick up that book. What I mean? You can get some of that in-depth information on the things that he's trying to take away from us, the liberties
Yep. It's
and the
definitely.
equality. He's trying to even take away our right to vote. This is crazy.
hmm Definitely a great read. Very informative. Absolutely. And it's really neat how you've been getting interviews, people talking to you. What is that like about your book, with your newfound career as an author Bone?
Oh man, it's kind of been a little unbalancing. What I mean?
Hmm
It's like I gotta really know my book. So when
hmm
people ask me, where does this part at, and
Right.
what's your biggest takeaway of the book, and questions of that magnitude. I mean, I'm quick on my feet, but at the same time, I like to be well versed. So I
Amen.
think I need to read the book again.
Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then going forward with that, based on the fact that, yes, you have a book not only on Kindle, you have paperback, you have hardback books. It's something to be able to relax and read your book because it definitely will take you into, you would drop in immediately. And so just imagine, having champagne or a cognac or some drink that you might drink in a flask and just have it right there by your side. But to actually chill out in the new Made in Compton robe, tell us about the Made in Compton robe.
Oh man, that thing. I mean, not only because we selling them, but
Mhm.
I'm a little biased. I got one by my pillow. That thing's so soft. I put it on just when I want to feel comfort. It's
Oh,
just like it's almost like a baby chinchilla.
got you. Absolutely. I know what you mean. Well, until we get it on the website, yeah, that's the collar to it right there. Absolutely. I
Man,
love it. It feels so good. Absolutely. So made in Compton, and I put that the bucket hat on absolutely because definitely it matches with a made in Compton. I, the robe feels like mink to me. Absolutely, it really does. It's
oh
so
yeah.
nice. Yes, and once you put it on, it
You
it
don't want to take it off.
right absolutely. And you have a
Look, I
good
was sitting
memory.
in here in it like all day, and my brother and them was walking by like, "You cold?" Like, nah, it just feels good.
I love it. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I even had to tell the company I got them from. I had to give them an excellent review, and then when he
Nice.
called me just checking on me the other day, I had to let him know, like, man, that thing is amazing. And he was
Yeah.
like, he was all kicks and giggles, like,
Okay.
man, like you crazy.
Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, you need to check out the merchandise that y'all putting together. Put one
Mm,
on, you'll love it. Feel like something
absolutely.
that'd be at a high end hotel, Four
Hmm.
Seasons or something, fifth
Mm,
season.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, one of the customers that you grew up with, yeah, that's what he was looking at it and talking about it, and he felt it too. And he was looking like, man, he is doing his thing. But it's in the store, but like yeah, you have one too. But to have that concept and that idea around the holidays, it's still a testament of how you want to, you know, keep the community first and foremost, and share some love, just like back in the day with the Compton in the box. I was, I really started learning your community presence. Like, wow, you're a great giver and you want so much success for so many people. What is that like when you hear the customers and see their reviews on Yelp, especially now that we have the QR code on the front of the store, and the calls that you've been receiving? What is that like, to know that it's not your birthday, it's not a holiday, and so forth, and they're giving you this complimentary conversations, because it's just not a compliment, it's complimentary conversations showing so much gratitude about the things, and sharing stories, like as if they're trying to help you to remember such great stories that you imparted your withal, whether it was helping somebody with their music career by flying them out, giving them opportunity to be in a studio longer than an hour because, they, wouldn't ordinarily be able to afford it back home where they were, because you need more than an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You really trying to do a project, just different things like that to that nature. What has that been like in this since last week, since we were last here on the podcast?
Oh well, the first part of the question, when people leave like good reviews and stuff like that, I get all
Mhm,
warm and fuzzy feeling. I mean, because
mhm,
everybody want to put together a place that people enjoy coming to. So to
mhm,
actually pull it off is like, that's a good feat. So,
mhm.
I just thank God and thank the energy and the creative powers that help put that together.
Nice. Absolutely. That's wonderful. And then when you have your childhood friends share stories with you, to bring back good memories, what has that been like too? Because you've had
Oh,
more than, yeah, a few
that's
this
warm
week.
and fuzzy. Also, it's just like, because it's like almost out of body uh
Experience.
explanation of how things were taking place. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay, wow, I didn't even understand the magnitude of,
Got
some of the stuff I was doing. It just,
mhm.
the stuff I was doing was from the heart. And I see
Mm,
somebody with talent or, with what you call potential. And it's
mhm.
just like, oh man, I got to help them get to second base or third base or
Mhm.
bring them home. You know what I
Nice.
mean? It's just like, if I could be a part of something and it can be successful, that's all that I need. I don't even need to get paid. I just need,
Mhm.
see it come into fruition.
Nice. Absolutely. That's beautiful. Just like your book, huh?
Oh man, out of thin air.
Absolutely. Just
So
to be able to hold.
I see you got those traits too. You see potential and you want to bring it out and
Mhm.
tap into it.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So I believe, yes, indeed, I was born to do such a thing because that's my calling. I believe that's my calling is to help people, by teaching them and by showing them, and that all goes together. So, but you have to first listen, be a good listener to help people. So I see that you're a great listener as well too. So and you do the same thing. It's really neat. Like we would be Siamese twins in another world, huh? I don't know. It's just like, or what? The what? Yeah, definitely not fraternal twins. So that's pretty neat. Well, with that in mind, just to note that you have not only two coffee mugs, you actually have, if it was such a thing, triplets. And so what is that like now that, it's about to be Christmas time and, Thanksgiving and people look for the mugs, for nice gifts and, they don't want to go to people's houses with empty-handed and now you actually have more accessories. We were talking about the coffee mugs last year, this time. So, but you didn't have three different mugs. So what is your take on that?
Well, it's like I try to have stuff that people can get for the man of the house because I remember
Mm,
my dad used to get up like 5:30 in the morning before everybody wake up, and
uh-huh.
you'll hear them heavy feet hit the floor. You be like, okay, he's up. He
Oh,
get up and go to work.
mm,
And then around Christmas time, all he get is some pajamas and some slippers and a coffee mug. So I said,
oh,
I try to get those things and have them
yeah,
of the utmost quality so the man of the house could get rewarded in the fashion I seen my old man get rewarded.
got you. Absolutely. Nice, nice. Well, definitely, you're doing a fantastic job because there's so much laughter, joy, smiles going across people's faces. Some people are not on social media. Well, a lot of people aren't on social media. And I tell you, when they see the dominoes and the cards and the two different shot glasses clear and definitely the other one's frosted is really neat to see. And oh, and then I put uh the golf balls to make it look like ice cream in the frosted glass. I just put one and they just love it. It's just like, you got golf balls now? Absolutely. So you have a lot of going on. And for people that's not on the radar with the social media and they just are just already in so much joy, glee,
Yeah.
if you
Well, that all comes from trying to solve one of my pet peeves with being a
will.
part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Because,
Mm.
I used to have people come in the store and they be like, what you got new? And,
Oh,
if I don't have nothing new, it's like I kind of feel dumbfounded. Like I got something you can, enjoy, but I don't know if I have anything new since the last time you came. So
uh-huh.
I've been
Mm.
trying to stay on my toes and, keep producing new items. And it's
I
almost like we growing into a department store.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And it looks great. It feels like it too. That's what a lot of people see, like, oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty neat too because that's they weren't really looking for, this or that type of thing, especially like socks, because I have the socks hanging up with the beanies now, and this the black socks, and it's like wow, it's so unique, like another customer said, and hopefully he becomes a guest on the podcast soon. Because I'm telling you, he is so enthralled. He feels so great about Made in Compton store, and then he got so many reviews, good, favorable, reviews himself from the attire that he since brought, like over a month ago. But just to know that, like he said, I told you I was gonna be coming back. Absolutely. And then yeah, and it's just really neat. Like the only people that he circulated on or what have you, he hasn't introduced them to the main Compton store. So that's really huge for anybody to, to be able to impart something as unique and extensively stocked as well. And like you said, it does feel like a miniature superstore. I made a video about that too, because it feels like that. Oh, before we go, just want people to know, have not like us hoodies and joggers, and the hoodies have zippers, and on the front of the hoodie and the jogger is three-dimensional embroidery, and then on the back you have landmarks in the city of Compton. So it's really neat, and they all feel very nice. So I have my not like us on right now.
Mhm.
So yes, indeed. Shout out to the Heads Up Foundation. I'm a videographer slash photographer on the event, and they do some wonderful things for children. The Heads Up Foundation Inc., and they could be found on Instagram as well, spearheaded by the one and only Sabrina Miller. Yes, she had major football teammates of the Rams, LA Rams, that helped to do a lot for the children in the city of Inglewood. So we'll see about learning some more different things to get more things going in the city of Compton as well. And just like to say thank you for all that you do absolutely every day. Bone, off the bone. And is this something like you like to share before we end this podcast?
Yes, we got 3 new items in the store. The robe we was just talking about, the
Hmm.
doggy tags for Veterans Day, and the new keychains. So
Yeah.
stop by and check us out. And the keychains, we got them in all colors.
Nice, nice. Like what people used to say back in the day, a gambit of colors, and now it's just a plethora of colors. Absolutely. So now you can match all different outfits. So that's really cool. Well, thank you for that. And definitely, as always, you can always go to micpt.com anytime. And there's Compton in the Box. Feel rich and have your clothes delivered to you twice a month. Compton in the Box. All right. Until next time, everybody, have a great, great time.
Peace.